What's going on, world? Welcome back to another episode of your favorite basketball podcast and the best basketball podcast on the planet, The League Report. Guys, if you're listening, do not forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel. Help get us to 300 subscribers. Our next biggest goal after 300 subscribers is 500 subs. And also, do not forget to download new episodes on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. And don't forget to follow us on our socials. We're on IG, we're on Snapchat, we're on Twitter, and now we're on TikTok. Very soon we're going to be on Spotify Green Room with the live chat, so be on the lookout for that. So yeah, that's all I got for the house cleaning stuff, housekeeping stuff. Blake and Carl, no, it's a big day for y'all today. We got
yes, sir.
Talk a little about y'all nervous today, bro? Y'all got the 49ers today?
Yeah. My palms already sweaty. I ain't with it today. I'm a little I'm nervous.
I'm a little bit nervous. I think they beat us like twice during the regular season.
They actually beat us 6 times in a row.
Really?
Yeah.
6 times in a row. And 49er fans like travel, so no matter if you think you got a home game, you don't, because they willing to pay anything. So it's like Kentucky. I'm gonna compare it to Kentucky, the college basketball team to Kentucky. Yeah. That's what they do. You know better than anybody. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Warriors fans also travel. Like you can't go nowhere without seeing Warriors fans. Like you may think, that's damn.
Yeah, but this time they don't just do more than travel. A lot of times it's more road fans in their case than home fans.
Yeah.
In some stadiums. That's the weird part about it.
It's all in Cali though, right? San Francisco's
San Francisco.
That's like I think it's like a 7-hour drive from San Francisco to LA.
You in Cali, you got hella different options like to have your favorite team. Like especially in the NBA.
Oh, yeah.
You got like how many options you got in the
NBA?
You got the Clippers.
They got too many sports teams, to be honest with you.
That's true.
You got the Kings, you got the Warriors. That's 4 teams in one state.
Yeah.
That's unnecessary. That's unnecessary.
That's too much, bro.
Yeah. Hey man, at least you got options. You can't team up.
Yeah, it is 4 teams in one. I forget Golden State is in
Dude, is it one more? No, it's 4.
No, it's 4. So you got 4 NBA teams, you got 3 NFL teams, you got 2 baseball teams. You got that's too many, bro.
You were about to say hockey. I couldn't think of no hockey team.
Only one is San Jose and LA. So
okay,
yeah, it's 2 hockey teams. Okay, you sure it's not another baseball team? It's only 2. The Angels and Dodgers.
Oh, San Francisco. So that's 3. Yeah.
No, it's a 4th one. No, is San Diego in California?
Yeah, 4. Yeah, it is 4.
Damn.
No, that's too many, bro.
See, I didn't even think about it.
That's almost 20 sports teams in one state. That's too.
I be forgetting about San Diego, bro. They kind of under the radar. A lot of people don't talk about San Diego, but yeah, I forgot about them.
Yeah,
I can understand it, like for somewhere like Texas. But come on, bro. That's too many. You need to spread it out a little bit.
I don't understand why Chicago got 2 baseball teams. I
don't either.
And look at St. Louis.
City.
And look at St. Louis with no professional football.
We don't got shit. We got hockey and baseball.
Yeah,
that's
soccer now too. Coming soon. Yeah. I don't want to see it.
I would not be paying attention to it.
Only reason I will go is because of the stadium and it's new, and I just want to see the nice new stadium.
Yeah. At least the team St. Louis has a good history. Like I feel like the Cardinals have a good history. I feel like the Blues have a pretty good history because we won a Stanley Cup like what? 2019?
Yeah, that was senior year, I think.
Yeah.
2019. I was 2019 year.
Man, you would have thought I was a. Yeah, go ahead.
So every non-hockey fan in St. Louis became a hockey fan at that point.
Hey, you would have thought I was a diehard fan where I was looking at that screen.
Because I think a lot of it was because like everybody thought, especially if you were working, everybody thought they were gonna get like the day off at work the next day or some shit like that. If they won a championship, that's what half of it was. That was hella funny. Hopefully St. Louis can get I've been pulling for a St. Louis basketball team. It's not going to happen, but
that's not going to happen for a very long time.
Only I thought we would have hope of it happening because we got that settlement money from the Rams from them moving, and they would spend it towards that. But most likely they go spend it towards that stadium.
That's going in the back pocket. I ain't doing nothing with that.
I wish with the settlement money they got another football team, but we all know if they come here they go leave again.
They had leverage, but they just chose the money.
Yeah,
they did. They could have chose. I think they could have picked like $300 million and then like a stadium blueprint, something like that.
Go get Jacksonville. They ain't doing nothing down there.
Those ain't.
Jacksonville's Florida, right? Why am I getting mixed up in my states today?
Yeah.
Good to know. Good to know. So hopefully the Rams do all right today. I'm making fun of y'all if they don't win. I'm letting y'all know right now.
I know that's cool.
Just be ready for it.
Who you all got? No, I don't even know why I'm asking. Who you all got in the other game? The Bengals and Chiefs.
I'll say. I got Joe Burrow.
Got Joey Cool. They call him Joey Cool. Yeah.
I got the Chiefs, but I don't know nothing about football. I got the Chiefs. I'm just gonna say it.
I don't know.
Oh, you rooting for Pat?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't rooting for Pat.
Pat is cold. When I do watch, he's showing out.
Pat cold.
Yeah.
I call him something.
Carl, the biggest Patrick Mahomes hater.
Oh no, I'm not. It's the fan. It's honestly the fans, bro, because they just don't even know the team, and because they in Missouri, they be choosing them like that's their team, and it's not. But
I'm be honest, I didn't know Kansas City was in Missouri until like a couple of years ago.
Really?
Yeah,
I've never been. I ain't gonna lie. I've never been to Kansas City, so
you ain't missing nothing.
Really?
You ain't missing nothing.
Have you been there?
It's basically another St. Louis to me.
Okay. St. Louis, yeah, okay. Wow, I didn't even think about
it. Just a lot of is it a lot of corn there? That's how I feel.
Barbecue and corn. That's all they.
A bunch of corn stalks.
He said barbecue and corn.
Barbecue and corn. That's all that's there.
You can really like with any city, dude. You can really classify it with two things. Like Mississippi is dirt and mud. Oklahoma is just like is cows and
Blake don't like nothing in the South. Blake don't like nothing in the South.
What's wrong? What's wrong? Why people be talking about Mississippi, bro? Like people don't like Mississippi.
It's nothing to do with Mississippi. At least I don't think. I know they tried to have one of our family reunions in Mississippi, and I told my mom, if that's where we're going, I'm not going.
You gonna go? You gonna go?
You go to that? You go to that reunion, boy?
Yeah,
I go to the next one. There's nothing in Mississippi for me.
So that does it for our dissing different cities talk.
Ain't nothing wrong with me. I ain't dissing. I'm not dissing. Ain't nothing wrong with Mississippi. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
So today I didn't really have a crazy amount of topics in mind, but I did think it would be a good idea, kind of a fun idea to kind of have us grade each team's best two players. That'll kind of be the topic for this pod today. We did something similar to it, like maybe a couple of months ago, we graded rookies. And so now we're extending it. We're grading the best two players or the best one player from each team in the NBA. The reason I say best one player is obviously because of some reason. Obviously, the reason is guys have been out with COVID or injuries. There are a lot of dudes. If you look at the teams from top to bottom, there are a lot of guys you probably can't even grade because they haven't played nearly half the season or whatever. You know what I mean? So that's where it gets tough. So we're just going to be grading them on an A through F basis. We can do the A minuses. We can do the A pluses if you guys want to get that material.
Yeah. Put the minuses and pluses in there. Make it real.
Bet. Let's do it. So let's get this started off with the Lakers. Carl, I'll let you. Carl, what two Lakers players within the LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Russell Westbrook trio? What two players do you want to grade? Would it be Russ and LeBron, or would it be AD and LeBron?
Yeah, man. That's hard. Honestly, I don't even think it's worthy of giving LeBron a grade because we already know what his grade is.
Yeah.
I don't think we don't even need. Yeah, we don't even. Yeah, he A plus. We don't even need. He averaging 30. We don't need him. But AD and Russ is probably who I'm going to grade.
Okay.
So I would give AD probably a C plus.
Yeah.
Just because he's been playing when he's hurt again now, of course.
I predicted, he came back, yeah.
I predicted what would happen when he
came back. I think he's playing today, actually.
Yeah, I think they did listen to playing today, but
LeBron is out, so you
literally his second game back, bro. He was on the bench with a cast on his damn wrist.
Yeah,
the second game already, he didn't even get a week in, and he was already hurt. So I give him a C plus just in terms of just not being consistent as far as a health standpoint. Yeah. And even when he was healthy, he wasn't playing that good.
That's true
for his standards. And then Russ, I'm gonna be generous. I'm gonna give Russ a C plus. I'm gonna give him a C plus. It's Sunday. I don't want to be mean. I ain't gonna give him no F.
Oh, we gonna be mean. We gonna be mean. I'm giving that man a D. I'm giving him a D.
You gonna give him a D? Okay, you give him a D. That really means he deserves it then.
Yeah. I think I agree with the AD thing. I think with him, it's really not just been this season when he's been healthy, he hasn't been great, but it was kind of that way last year. I never really thought he truly capitalized off of that championship like we expected him to.
Yeah. Let me ask you this. Do you think that's because he's never been healthy over the last year and a half, probably, and he's probably been playing through it? Because I'll be thinking sometimes I think he plays through injuries because he doesn't want people to think he's quote unquote soft.
True. That could be a fact because there's a lot of there's a lot of questions as to why he's been playing kind of mid the last couple of years. So that nursing the injury thing could be a reality. You know what I'm saying? But that's a very good point. I'd say still with all of that, the narrative still is true that we just really didn't see him capitalize off of that championship, and we were ready to kind of crown him as the best player in the NBA after winning that ring, or one of the best players in the NBA after winning that championship in the bubble. Even LeBron, I feel like there was a point in time where LeBron was ready to say AD was the best player on that Lakers team. He was trying to force that narrative.
He was pushing, The same thing he tried to do with Kyrie, it just didn't work. He been trying to do with Anthony Davis.
Yeah. Shows how unselfish he is, you know what I mean? But we just know any team LeBron goes on, he's going to be the best player on the team. That's just how it is.
It is. When you come in the league as an 18-year-old and you live up to the hype, ain't no way you're not going to be the best player on the team.
In fact. Blake, what are we grading? We all know, well, what's your LeBron grade?
I give him a B+.
A B+?
No, I was playing. I give LeBron an A. I give LeBron an A. Okay. I'd probably give AD. I don't know. I don't know if it's fair to really grade him just based off of how much he's been hurt, but I'll probably give him like a C-.
Okay.
I think I'll go C. I don't want to be too mean to Russ. I'll give him. He had a very good game against Charlotte.
They lost
yesterday. Granted, they did lose.
Yeah.
I give both of them a C-. To be honest with you, I mean they haven't been like. I know it's some certain highlights of Russ that will make it seem like he's been complete trash.
Yeah.
Most of the season he's been. But I think in other parts he's not really showing some of the good things he does on the court too. So I don't want to give him like a D, F, nothing like that.
Yeah.
He getting a D, F. I mean, he just flat out horrible.
I mean, I don't know. There is definitely blooper reels out there of him like this season, and there's a lot of them. So they're not making them. They're not making them up. And me and Tom was talking about the other day how he shot that 3 to try to win the game. He didn't even shoot it. That was
he's
like
just throwing the ball up. He's just like not even
like it was a damn volleyball spike. That's what he threw at the rim.
Yeah. To Blake's point about Russ, I did want to bring this up. We're nearing that time. I know I gave Russ a D, but we're getting closer to that point where Russ starts to turn it around. You know what I mean? So just be on the lookout for that. It happens.
What if it doesn't happen?
Oh man. Because I was hopeless last year too.
Okay, you were hopeless, but I watched some of them Wizard games. He didn't play nowhere near this bad.
True.
It was bad, but at least he was making some somewhat jumpers. It's like when he shoots the ball, I'm just worried what part of the glass on the backboards go hit.
Right. Fuck a rebound.
To be honest with you.
Right. Okay. So Lakers. All right, we're done with them. So pretty much all of us give LeBron an A, and I think we're generally like in that C-, D+ range with AD and Russ. We're all in the C range with AD.
C, yeah.
We're in that C-, D+ range with Russell Westbrook. For the Warriors, obviously we've got Stephen Curry, and I'd call their second best player Andrew Wiggins right now, obviously because he's an all-star starter. Where are you grading those two guys, Carl?
I give based off because I think what people don't understand can Andrew Wiggins be a number one type player? No, he has number one talent, but he can't be a number one type player. When you move him to a team like Golden State, who asks for him to be like a second or third option, he can be a good role in that spot like that. So I'll give him an A. He can be an A+ player in a role like that. Is basically what I'm trying to say. In a 2 or 3.
Very true. That's a fact. He definitely has come in and he's adjusted to that newer role at a high level. And like you said, man, we know he's a first overall pick, and what you expect out of a first overall pick is for him to become a franchise player.
Yeah.
But just because you're great in a newer role to where you're not a first option doesn't make you a bust or whatever. He's excelling in his role. And even there are going to be times around when the playoffs rolls around, he may end up being like a third option. And he's still going to excel in that role, So very good point there. I'd give him an A too, because I think he's done that. He's played that role at a high level, not even this season, but also last season too.
Yeah. I just know before Blake, I wanted to say, because people think just because, I don't know, you be drafted like in the top 5, you'll be drafted in the top 5, whatever, and you have to be a number one player to show your talent or succeed. Sometimes you can be a 2 or 3.
Yep. Very true.
It's nothing wrong with that. I remember watching his high school highlights. I don't know if you all did. I remember him coming up and watching his high school highlights, then watching his Kansas highlights.
Yeah. He was.
I didn't pay that much attention to him.
No, he was cold in college.
Yeah, no, and even in high school, he was hyped up. It was him and Jabari Parker. I remember that was like a big debate, between those two guys. But yeah, I give Wiggins an A. What about Curry? Curry's obviously an A. The only question is, what A is he? Is he an A+ or is he like an A-? Because Yeah.
He was an A+. He's an A- now.
Yeah.
He didn't have some clunkers.
Yeah. Even last night, he wasn't the best player. There have been a couple of nights consecutively where he wasn't the best player on the court. Now he's still in that top 5 of the MVP conversation, but when Curry he's having a shooting slump, but whenever I've seen him have a shooting slump, the recovery's been off the chain. So, he's going to have it. Yeah.
To me, the people are still saying, because I've heard a couple of people saying, like, still say that Curry's number 1 on the MVP list. I'm like, you haven't been watching basketball. Yeah. Clearly, you haven't. But yeah, A-. I want to give him a B+ because it's been that much of a drop as far as shooting.
Yeah. The reason I wouldn't dip to a B is because he did so much near the B. Because we're still like, he did so much like that first quarter of the season. The way he's like struggling now isn't enough to kind of eliminate that. You know what I mean?
I think he's probably been struggling just trying to get Clay probably used to the offense again.
True.
And he's with new player. Like a lot of these players that's on Golden State, he's never played with besides Steph Curry and Andre Iguodala and then Draymond Green.
Right. And Wiggins.
Everybody else is new.
Yeah. And like I said, I mean, I guess that's true, but then also he did play those guys at the beginning when he had that hot start to the season. So I think, but a lot of it too also kind of started after he broke that record. That's when kind of the slumping kind of began a little bit. You know what I mean? But they're still winning. Once again, we're seeing how great this Warriors team role players are. For them to still be playing at this level and without their best player playing at an MVP level just over his last couple of games, because he's still an MVP candidate. It just shows you how great those guys are, outside of the Currys and outside of him, So shout out to those guys. I keep Curry around like an A- for sure. I keep him around an A-. What about
you? I think I was looking at Wiggins' stats here. I think based off of what he's been doing, I give him a B+. Okay. I think he's been doing just enough, alongside Curry and those other role players to really, and especially with Clay coming back too. Mm-hmm. I think he's been doing, just enough kind of hold down the court. As that third piece in the starting lineup, I think. Yep. As for Curry, I think I don't want to give him an A-, but I know January hasn't really been his month. I think I'll give him the A-, but I think come February, March, he'll probably turn it up. So it's just a slump. It's just a little slump. He'll turn it up.
Yeah, we've seen him. Like I said, we've seen him have those slumps before. I remember maybe 2017 is the last time I remember having him having a slump kind of like this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So, like I said, he's primed for a major recovery, and he'll be back in that top 3. If he's not in the top 3 of the conversation right now, he'll be right back in it. I think that top 3 right now. I don't want to get too deep into the MVP thing, but top 3 right now is probably your Embiids and your Jokic's and your Jaws right now, maybe for some people. But he'll be
2017. They won that title too. So
yeah, right. So, like I said, with him, a major setback is going to end up turning into a major comeback. So Curry will be just fine.
Yeah,
he's still around that A. This next one's obvious as hell. The Bulls. Oh yeah, I think we're all. Only question is what level of A are we giving DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine? I'm giving them both. Yeah, I'm giving them both A. Yeah.
It's two dudes is basically averaging 25, one's averaging 26, so it's basically like the same. That's 50 points a night.
The most impressive.
I'd give both of them A+, to be honest.
Yeah, A+. The most impressive thing is like how they've not really gotten each other's way. You know what I'm saying? Like they, I thought that was going to be a little bit of an issue at the time, but they haven't really. They've blended perfectly on the court together. Now, like I said, a lot of that you can attribute to coaching. Shout out to Billy Donovan, who I think is really showing himself as a guy nearing that elite coaching company. Like we saw him have good teams in OKC and all of that, but for him to make these two guys work together when that was a major question going into the season, and rightfully so. I mean, I think it was a fair question to ask if they could fit together. When the season started,
it definitely was. But to see how like great they meshed together is actually, I think, is more than what we all saw in our minds or envisioned of them putting out there on the court. Because still, DeMar DeRozan still doesn't shoot a lot of threes. Yeah. Like all his 30-point games he's been having like over the last 2 or 3 weeks, he's been like it's been consistent of mid-rangers still.
No, imagine if he really could shoot threes, bro.
He can make them. He just can't make them on a consistent basis.
Yeah, like what if imagine if he was like a 30 in his percentage. Let me go look at his 3-point percentage this season because I know it's up.
It's up. He just doesn't shoot a lot of them.
Yeah, that's true. But if he had like a straight up consistent, it's 34%. So it went down since the last time I checked him. But if he had a straight up consistent like knockdown 3-point jump shot, it'd be an entirely different story.
Do you see him? No, maybe not. That's a stretch. I was about to say, do you kind of see if he had a little bit of range? Do you kind of see him kind of being like a little Tracy McGrady-ish? if he had rain.
That's who.
Is that crazy?
That's who he reminds me of.
Okay, I thought I was tripping. Okay,
even if you saw him in Toronto, like that's a player you can definitely compare him to, minus that 3-point shot. You know what I mean? The form is almost the same too. You know, nearly. You know, the shooting form is nearly the same. So I can. That's what I was thinking about. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, my bad. Okay, I just want to make sure I wasn't crazy. I made crazy comparisons. Yeah, I looked at me like, yeah, because I think because people forget he's like as athletic as anybody in the league. Really, DeMar DeRozan. He can dunk on anybody when he wants to.
Yep, that's facts. Yeah, we're both with A. I think Blake said A plus, A plus. Carl, you're like, are you A plus with them?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm about A plus with them too. They blended very well. And there's a point. Anytime you've got a team that's got two legit or two guys. I mean, I don't know if Zach LaVine's top 10 MVP conversation now, but if the latter says it like by next week that he's in the top 10 of that conversation, if you have that, those two guys are obviously going to be in the A plus range, without a doubt. So with Brooklyn, we can do this two ways. So first, let's grade. Well, I mean, let's grade their trio, right? I know Kyrie's only played a single-digit amount of games, but let's grade all three of these guys so far from this season. I know for KD, when he was healthy, he was at the top 5 of the MVP conversation. I'm giving KD an A plus. Harden, I'd give Harden a B plus. You know what I mean? I know he's picked up his play a little bit, and he's not been horrible, you know, but this is a James Harden who we've seen be like, I mean, there's like, he was a top 5 player in the NBA not just a couple of years ago. You can make the argument. I mean, he was a top 5 player in the NBA a couple of years ago, you know.
Yeah.
Now he's here. And I know it could be injuries or he's nursing something, but the energy is just not the same. You know, the hustle is just not the same.
Yeah, it's not.
The production is still there, but it's not what it used to be. You know what I mean? And so to kind of see him make that decline, I've got to give him a B. He's still been great. He's still a reliable player. And he has kind of found his stride, especially relative to the beginning of the season. But I'd put him in that B plus range right now. He hasn't been bad at all, but it's not like the James Harden we're used to and accustomed to seeing. And it's not like he's having a tough time fitting with Kyrie or KD, because most of the season he played just with Kevin Durant. You know what I mean? So it's not like Kyrie just straight up took all of his touches and everything like that. You know what I'm saying? So I give him a B plus. And with Kyrie, I know he's played a single digit amount of games, but if you look at his numbers across the board, they're off the chain. You know, I'm giving Kyrie an A.
No, I give James Harden probably a B plus, because even though he's averaging 23 points, which is low for him, because we're used to him averaging like between 28 and 30.
Yeah.
But on a team like this, he's probably not going to average it. His ceiling on this team is probably 25 points.
That's a fact.
That's probably be what he should aim for. But he's averaging 10 assists. Yeah. So I can't give a dude that's averaging 10 assists a C.
Very true.
Yeah, I agree with the B plus. And then with Kyrie, when he's been there, he arguably sometimes been their best player on the court. Yeah. So I know that sounds crazy, but I'm just saying.
Oh, when him and Harden been on go ahead.
Yeah. No, you go ahead. I won't go say that.
No, I was saying when him and Harden been on the court together, there were a bunch of nights where Kyrie was the guy. You know, I mean, even so with Harden, people are going to see that 20 and 10 number you named. I think what's making us put him down that B is probably the energy just isn't the same with Harden. You can tell, you know what I'm saying?
He doesn't look all the way interested. In playing. Yeah. Is that a like, he's still putting up great numbers, but if you just look at him play, he just like
he doesn't look there. He doesn't look like, you know what I mean? He doesn't look like I think it's hard to communicate, but I know what you're saying. You know what I mean? He doesn't look like he's in it. You know,
I'm gonna use the good word. It's the aura he's putting around. He doesn't show his normal aura that he shows.
That's a fact.
I'm looking at his numbers. 2018 or what? 2019 is averaging 34, and now he's averaging 23. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's 11 points. Yeah.
I mean, but most dudes that average 34, they ain't gonna sustain. I mean, it might go down. I actually expect when people average 34, I actually expect it to go back down to like 30, maybe 28.
Yeah. Like Carl said, we all knew the numbers were going to dip once he got onto this team. You know what I'm saying? We all knew that. But like I said, it's not.
But he's still playing that same amount.
He's shooting 42% though, so it ain't like great.
Yeah, I think it's just the energy. I think that's what it is with him. You know, it's nothing else. But they're the intangible things, and I think he hasn't really delivered much on the intangible side. That's the best way to sum it up.
And he's shooting 33% from 3. That's bad for him.
Yeah. What's he's been like the last 5 years from 3?
We're used to him being like touching 40, basically.
Really?
He's never touched 40 from 3.
I'm trying to see where his number, because he had low shooting number nights. You know what I'm saying?
Let me see.
James Harden stats.
I don't. He's never.
Oh
touched
yeah, no,
40.
yeah, he's been mid-30s. My bad. I thought he touched 40 before.
Never touched 40.
This is
last time he was close to 30 was 2011.
Yeah.
I mean, close to 40 was 2011.
Yeah.
So he's a 35, 36, like kind of middle of the pack.
And he's still below maybe like his, let me see his career average from three.
He just shoots a lot. I guess that's why I thought.
Yeah. So he's still below what we're used to seeing from over the last couple of years from three, but like I said, with him, it's less about the stats and it's more about the intangible stuff. Like even if you go look at AD's numbers, they're still decent numbers, but like I said, it's the intangible stuff that we're not seeing from him.
You know? Didn't last year AD put up like 23 or 22, something like
that? Exactly.
When the year before he averaged like 28.
Yeah, but then someone's gonna go look at the numbers and say, oh, he's averaging 23 and 9 or 10 or whatever. Those aren't horrible numbers. You're like, yeah, but there are just other ways he's not delivering for the team. You know what I
mean? When dudes build up standards for themselves, we expect those standards.
Yep.
Almost, it's sad. It's not sad to say, but it's like I expected like LeBron's put up, numbers like this before, but we kind of expected it from him. Well, maybe not 29 at 37, but we expected like 26, 27 points.
Yeah.
We expect KD to score between 27 and 30, and it happens every year, basically.
That's a fact. So that's for Brooklyn. Had to name three guys there. It's tough to just I can't make it out with just two. With Phoenix, I think our two guys are obvious here, Chris Paul and Devin Booker.
You sure? It's DeAndre, and I'm just playing.
It may be Bismack.
Right. Bismack been hooping. Shout out to Bismack. But if Ayton was here, we put him in the conversation, but I just can't because Ayton's been hurt. Or he's just not been on the roster. But
he was balling though.
Yeah, that's facts. He was hooping when he was there. Yeah. Chris Paul and Booker, I got to give them both A's. You know what I mean? Booker, but I mean both. Okay, we can both argue there. If people say Chris Paul is an MVP candidate, then Booker's MVP candidate. So by that logic, they have two guys who are top 10 MVP conversation. So I got to give them both A's without a doubt. Same thing as it is with Chicago.
Yeah. I'll give both of them. I give both of them A pluses.
Yeah.
Chris Paul's he's averaging 15 and high assists. I think 9.
Yeah,
maybe 9 or 10.
It's your typical Chris Paul year. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's a good thing because you know what you're going to get from him as far as a point guard, perspective. So yeah, Devin Booker been doing this thing, averaging like near 26. So
shooting it better from three too.
Yeah, that's what I wanted from him over the last couple of years. I'm like, he's too good of a shooter to me not to be like in the higher range of 3-point shooting percentage. Because obviously he can shoot. So
he was thought of as just a catch and shoot guy coming out of college too. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We both the A's for him, Blake.
Yeah, I'll say both A's. Yeah.
A plus, A minus. What would you say?
You got to give them a plus, man. They number one in the West. In the league,
they are number one in the West, aren't they?
I say A plus both. Yeah.
They number one. They are
number one in the NBA. Yeah.
In the league,
they're number one in the league.
Yeah.
I know that number one in the West. So I'll give them both A pluses too.
You got to.
Well, can't leave out the Miles Bridges and I wish we could do it, but shout out to Bridges and Bismack.
Yeah.
Just do an honorable mention.
Yeah, honorable mention. Yeah.
Shout out to all them Suns role players because they really filled that bench out since last season. That's why
Cam. Shout out to Campaign. Yeah. Campaign too.
Cam Johnson.
That boy get on my nerves.
JaVale McGee been getting it in.
Yeah, JaVale.
Yeah. Jalen.
We should have kept JaVale, bro. Yeah. I always think, bro, we should have kept him.
Yeah.
Toronto.
Toronto here. I got Fred VanVleet, and I can go with a bunch of guys here. I got Fred VanVleet and
Scotty.
I'm gonna.
I say Fred.
I'm gonna say
Fred
Siakam.
and Scotty.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Fred and Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, Pascal. I mean, I was about to say Pascal and Siakam. My bad. Siakam and VanVleet had a good game last night. They're basically the reason. Yeah, they basically the reason they just beat the Heat in triple overtime. I made a post about it, but yeah, triple overtime. That's a lot. I don't think people realize how long of a game that is
and how high intensity it was too. That game.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. So to me, whoever wins basically is the person that just isn't as tired as the other team. That's how I look at it.
That's true.
Because that's a lot of damn minutes.
Yeah, it wasn't like a bad loss for Miami. It was like, yeah,
that's what I'm saying. If they lost, I'm like, okay, they played 3 overtimes. They got tired. I mean.
And the Raptors are a quality team too. I'd go VanVleet. I'd give him an A. You're up. You're having your career year. Shooting it 42%. I mean, he recovered well from last season. Last year he was like below 40 from a shooting standpoint. 3-point percentage is higher too, and they're just a bunch of nice where he looks like their best player. And so they're kind of going in this new post-Kyle Lowry direction, and they want to have him as their point guard and everything. And even though he's relatively, I don't want to say he's young, but he's kind of that middle area, that gray area. When we talk about age in the NBA right now, he's filling that role. He's filling that role perfectly. He kind of as their new leader and all of that. So he's doing well. I'll give him an A. I give Pascal like a B+. I think he's another guy recovering from an off year last season. He missed a good amount at the beginning of the year, but he's come in and he's produced. The 3-point shooting isn't there, but everything else is. The middle game or the in-between game, as people like to call it. The scoring in there. There are a lot of 25-point nights I've seen him have over the last couple of years. So Siakam's been balling. I'll give him a B, like a B, just a regular B, and then I give.
I'll probably give him a B too, because when we was talking about Wiggins earlier on how some people are just better in the second or third role. I remember when Kawhi was there, they were trying to make Siakam like this superstar. I'm like, he's not no super. Remember, I'm talking about. They was pushing the hell out of him to be like a superstar, or at least near a star. I'm like, I just think he's a good player that can potentially be an all-star. That's probably it. Yeah, he's been balling though. I definitely give him a B, and I give Fred VanVleet, who's having a career year, A. He deserves it.
Yep. Let me I agree. I think I do remember a lot of people trying to make him to the best player for this team.
They came because they came up with the nickname Spicy P. That's when Spicy P, that name came about.
Maybe this Raptors team is like the thing where, in correction, he didn't really have an off year.
That's a disturbing name right there. That's a disturbing name, Spicy P.
Yeah, but like I want a correction. He didn't really have an off season last year. It was off year for Toronto as a whole.
Yeah, so it wasn't. It wasn't him. He wasn't like an off year for him. It was off year for the team.
Yeah. He's playing high. He's playing at a high level with the team playing at a higher level, pretty much. But I agree. Maybe this Raptors team is a team that doesn't need to have that doesn't have a best player. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have that go-to guy that you go to every single night. It could be a different dude. It could be OG Anunoby some nights.
Yeah.
We've seen it be Scotty Barnes some nights too. You know what I mean?
Yeah. They are 8th in the East, and you did. I remember you saying you wouldn't be surprised they actually made you. I think you picked them to be one of those bottom playing teams.
Yeah,
I think you did,
or near the top of that playing 8, 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said that.
Yeah. They've been balling. So I go A and B for them. Blake, where you at with Pascal and Fred VanVleet?
Going Fred first. I give Fred an A-. He's sort of been. He had a stretch where he was really carrying the Raptors over a stretch of a couple games. Great year. Pascal, I think I'll give him a B- too. Yeah, it hasn't really been, as present, if that's the right word, in the lineup. But he's had his moments to shine. He's been contributing to. So I probably go A- and B-.
Yeah.
They're going to end up becoming one of those teams that no one will. There's always that team where everybody's like, nobody wants to play them in the playoffs. Toronto's not a team you want to get in the first round at all, especially if they stay healthy and find their mojo together.
It's crazy because they're starting to slowly but surely remind me of that team after Kawhi left, and people were still kind of scared of that team.
Yeah.
Like I know with Kyle, I even know Kyle Lowry is obviously not there. He's on the Heat, but people were still scared to face that team. It kind of is. They're starting to remind me of that team a couple years ago.
They were my favorite to get to the finals in the bubble. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I remember that. It was a lot of people. Yeah.
That's a lot of credit to Nick Nurse, you know what I'm saying? And also Masai Ujiri in that front office. They have a lot of amazing pieces on that team, man. So shout out to them. Let's go next team here. Trying to figure out. Let's go with the 76ers. We all know what Joel Embiid is. Second best player can be one of two. Well, let's go with 3 dudes here.
Ben Simmons.
Yeah, right. Well, let's give Ben Simmons A+. Let's go with 3 dudes here. Let's go with Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey, and Tobias Harris. I know Embiid is an A++. He's my opinion. He's a front runner for the MVP. Maxey, I give Tyrese Maxey. I give him an A-. I think he's having, he's making this amazing case for most improved player. The 3-point numbers are the most impressive because even when he was at Kentucky, never really taking a bunch of threes. And if he wasn't great from that area last year. I know he played in increments and still showed his great moments, but he was 30% from 3 last year. Now he's 40%. 40% from 3 for a point guard is elite territory. So I think I give him like an A-. And Tobias Harris, last year I would have given him like an A-. And he's another, Carl, you mentioned the role thing. Maybe he's not a second option player. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he's in the wrong role, and that's kind of been why we haven't been happy with this play. But given the reality of things, I probably give him like I give him a B minus or a C plus because his numbers did kind of dip from last season. The production dip. There are a lot of like sub 20-point nights, and you're playing for a team that needs a consistent second, score outside of Joel Embiid and all of that. So I give Tobias Harris like a B minus or like a C.
Okay. Yeah, I'll probably give. Yeah, I agree. I'll probably give Tobias Harris I give him a B minus. I'm gonna be generous.
Okay.
I give him a B minus.
Generous on Sunday, huh?
Yeah. His numbers have dipped a little bit, but I think in this role, it's just hard for what that team is going through. I think it's really hard to focus all the time when you hear about Ben Simmons every 2 seconds.
Fact.
And you don't know where the direction of the team is going, and you're on the team.
Yeah.
And you're making that amount of money, and the fans aren't helping because the fans been booing them too. So
yeah, they have been booing them. He told me
them fans are shitty, bro. I don't care what nobody says.
Yeah, didn't something happen with Melo the other day?
Yeah. Somebody said something crazy.
What do you give Maxey as far as grades go?
I give Maxey. I think he's been playing. I give him a B plus.
Okay,
personally. I think he's what did you give him? I forgot.
Give him an A minus, B plus. I think my biggest thing is the most improved thing and also the 3-point jump, but B plus is fair, because there's still some things we haven't seen from him, but I might up it. A minus. I'm gonna give him A minus because he has been playing pretty. You can argue he's the most improved, so he's been playing pretty good. So well within that conversation. What about you, Blake?
Embiid A plus times 3.
Yep.
I give Maxey probably like a C plus, a B minus, probably. And then Tobias probably the same thing. They just kind of hovering around that C plus, B minus. They haven't been great, but they've been good, at least good enough, I guess.
You give Maxey down all the way down there.
He's been playing good.
Yeah.
I said B minus. I'm not gonna. I don't want to give him like an A or nothing like that. But
I guess it's perception, right? Because I think for Philly right now, we're looking for like a second option, and none of those guys are filling that role. So that's where it gets tough because like they kind of force Maxey to play it. You know what I'm saying? And if you see a dude who's averaging 16 a game, and Philly needs him to be like their second option, you're gonna kind of be like, oh, he's underperforming. But like I said, the question is he fit for that role just yet? So I kind of see. I kind of see when you look at everything.
I think if you give him a little bit more time, he'll probably grow into it. But if you're on a team like you don't have a point guard, you want him to fill that role, and you're kind of in win now mode. That's kind of you're asking a lot. He's like 21, so you kind of
that ain't no him.
You may be younger than 21 too.
I think I just looked at he's 21. I think
that ain't on him. That's on the team.
Yeah, that's true.
I think given all contexts, I'd have to, and like I said, I can't give a most improved guy under like a B plus too. That's the thing too, is he's legit like top 3 in that conversation. I see your point though. In all contexts, we don't trust him to be like the second option on a team that wants to start winning now. But for his individual play and his individual growth, I'd have to kind of have him in that A range, that A minus B plus range. But I see what your point is. Everything is like for Philly. It's really weird to judge this team at this point.
I can bump it up B minus and B plus just based off of that.
Yeah.
I feel you. Philly's a weird team to judge, and they've been decent, but like I said, we all kind of know this team isn't going to end up making anything happen out of this season. But we all know in the offseason, they're going to be primed for maybe bringing in another superstar. I think
some boys getting traded over there.
Yeah, we know they're finna bring in a heavy hitter in the offseason, so that's
heavy hitter.
Yeah. Let's go with Miami. I'm gonna give a couple dudes here because they're another team that they've seen a lot of injured players, but we'll go Jimmy Butler and we'll go Jimmy Butler, we'll go Bam, we'll go Tyler. I know Bam hasn't played a ton, but I give Bam like the standard B plus. Like he's playing his role. There's not much better this season from him than last year, but he's like I said, he's been hurt, so we haven't really had the time to see the. I mean, he has been. He does the same stuff we expect him to do every single year, night in, night out. So
yeah.
I give him like a B plus. He's playing his role at a high level. This is still one of the best defensive teams in the NBA, and they were good defensively when he was out, and they're even better defensively when he's here. That could be factually inaccurate. Somebody's gonna go find some plus minus stat and correct me.
I know you might need to give him A minus then if he's doing what he's supposed to do.
Yeah,
and he the reason they good on even better on defense. You might need to.
True. But then again, there's so many pieces there. You know what I'm saying? It'd be different if it was like Rudy Gobert and he was the reason that they were good. Because if you took Bam off the team and they just turned into like the subpar defensive team, then it'd be a different conversation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think, like I said, I think we're just seeing the same stuff from him we've seen every single year. Not that he's really needed to make this big monumental 20 plus point per game leap, but he's doing what you expect Bam to do. So I kind of give him that, put him in that B.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah. That'd be cool with him just averaging 15 points.
Facts.
And like 8 rebounds.
Yeah. And then like 3
or 10.
Yeah, something like
that. Yeah, that's a good stat line for him.
Yeah. But Jimmy, I give Jimmy an A- because I legitimately think if Jimmy wasn't hurt for that stretch of time, or wasn't out for that stretch of time, he'd be in the MVP conversation without a doubt in my mind.
Oh yeah, Jimmy Buckets. Yep. Yeah. Jimmy Buckets, A-. Yep.
Proved it last night. Like, he was amazing last night. A lot of guys were, but he was great in that game last night down the stretch for the Heat. Did I say Tyler Hero too?
Uh-huh.
I give Tyler Hero like a B, because he has had a couple of dingers here and there over the last couple of games. He's still probably topping that 6th man of the year conversation, but I think he's fallen off a little bit over the last couple. I could be wrong, but
he definitely has, because he started off the season hot as I don't know what.
Red hot, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, so
looking like their second best player for real.
That's what I'm saying. So I definitely probably give him a middle of the pack, kind of like B, just because he's kind of fell below the radar a little bit of late. But he's had a good season though.
I think
B plus. I give him a B plus.
B plus A minus, because he's still 20 a game. B plus A minus.
Yeah, B plus. I can't give him. I thought about it.
Yeah,
I don't know. I might give him A minus. Like I said, I'm feeling generous.
20 a game. 20 game off the bench, A minus. Yeah,
A minus. Yeah. You right.
Fuck what I was saying.
Yeah, you think about it. 20 points off the bench. Yeah. People can't even score 20 starting.
Right.
20 off the bench.
Right. What about you, Blake?
I go A plus Jimmy and A minus Tyler.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
Bam would be be like B plus territory.
I think Bam probably B plus. Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty standard. Cool. Just based off from Tyler's growth from last year to this year. I'm still kind of going off what he was doing starting off the season. I think he'll pick it up.
His dribbling has definitely improved.
Yeah,
I'll be honest.
Yeah, this dude has been bringing the ball up court over the last 2 years, bro.
Dude going through the legs, behind the back. I'm like, oh, okay. That's Tyler, Kentucky boy. This John Calipari, the basketball coach of Kentucky. He hides the talent. So sometimes you don't know what he
does. Yes, he does.
I had no idea.
That man hates letting people let their talent show.
No, go ahead, Ty.
I can't say that because there at that point in time, especially before the last 2 years, that team had 3 lottery pick type of guys. You look at Devin Booker. Devin Booker's the model guy to look at and say, oh, Calipari held him back. Nah, because they had 8 other dudes on that team who were
unbelievable. With Karl Anthony Towns, I didn't know he can shoot. I didn't know that. He never shot in college.
But to be fair, Anthony Towns was the top prospect in college that year, though.
No, he was, but I'm just saying, let dudes just show their full, potential. I didn't know he can shoot.
It's tough to do that because you have to remember that time they're running that 5 in, 5 out. So it's really tough. It's really tough when you're bouncing off your guys. It's the same thing as the NBA. When you've got dudes on a stacked team, everybody's not going to be able to show their shit off. You know what I mean? So that's true. Kind of thing. So that's especially true in college. Especially true in college.
It's a coach's game.
High talent.
It's a coach's game. It's a coach's game in college. A lot of time.
That's actually a fact. That's actually a fact.
It is, because a lot of these dudes can't do what they really want to as far as a one-on-one perspective, or ISO ball, if you want to call it that, because they have to run it through the offense of the coach's offense.
Yeah.
So it's definitely
that's the way it is. Like I said, the NBA is a bunch of dudes who have mastered the game. You know what I'm saying? That's what the NBA. College, a bunch of dudes who are great, but they haven't mastered the game. NBA is a bunch of guys who just mastered the game, so you don't even have to run these super complex sets every single time down the court. You know what I mean? A lot of times they kind of figure it out on their own. The coach is just there to kind of implement a system, and then kind of keep the guys level-headed and all of that. So
the only time where the player can override that is when they're a generational type of, I don't know, a Zion. Zion was averaging 28 at one point at Duke.
Yeah. So. Very true. Very true. I think we're pretty good on the Heat. We named 2 Kentucky guys too. That Tyler Hero and Bam were on at Kentucky.
I had to sneak in there. I had to mention you Kentucky because they actually did what you told me they was gonna do. They beat Kansas.
Yes, we did.
You told me 2 days ago. He said this is exactly what Ty said. He said we go whoop Kansas ass.
Yeah, boy.
He wasn't lying. We went to their crib and did it too.
Yeah. We got another fun one, Carl. You're gonna
Y'all still suck.
We are better than y'all this year. Texas. We're better than y'all. We're better than Texas this year.
You're better than us too. God
damn. Carl, you're good. You got first dibs here. You know what I'm about to ask. The Knicks.
What? Oh, go ahead. Oh, the Knicks.
Yep. So give me Julius Randle, RJ Barrett.
D. Julius Randle, a D.
Oh my God.
Julius. Okay, I'll give him a D plus. I give Julius Randle a D plus, just on terms of just the number drop. His numbers have dropped like by 5 points. That's a huge dip.
Yeah,
like almost 6. I could round it to 6 points, but then RJ Barrett, he's had good moments. I'm gonna be honest. He's had good moments. So yes, he had good nights. So I'm around a C plus range with him. Probably C plus. I would say B minus, but that's probably 2 gems. I give him a C plus because he's had some good nights. If we're being honest,
that's true. The thing with Barrett is like they're working to try to make him this number one option, right? And it's a learning process. He's still trying to figure. They're still trying to figure out if he's that guy, So that's why there are some nights where he's doing it, and there's some nights where he's not. So I'm kind of like you. I'm generous with him. I'd give him like a B minus, C plus, just because I think he's growing into that first option role, and he is a little bit. I mean, you can by some standards. I think his shot creation is a lot better this season than it was last season.
Yeah.
So I think that's one major improvement I've seen from him. I think I agree with you there. I definitely give him that like C plus, B minus thing too.
I still think he's meant to be like a third option though. That's just me. Yeah. I don't even know a second. I think I'm more comfortable with him being a third option on a team, on a really good team.
That's a fact. Well, and Tom's going to tell with him, but I could kind of see that becoming a thing. I can see it. We'll see though. Yeah. We'll have to see where he's able to take his game because he still has to get better from a playmaking standpoint. He's got to sharpen up the jumper in the mid-range game. He has to become more of a complete player, but he still has time. He's only in year 3 right now, right?
Yeah. What you going to give Randall?
Ty? I'm giving Randall a D. That 5-point decrease is inexcusable. What about you, Blake?
I give Randall a C minus. I don't want to give him like a D.
Generous.
Who are we doing? Barrett too? RJ Barrett too?
Yeah.
I'll give Barrett just he's taking some strides this year. I won't say he's been like completely lackluster. I know his first 2 seasons it didn't really look like he really improved per se. I think not bad. I think that he's been doing well enough. I know. I think like what was it? December. He had a stretch of games where he was 30 plus and couple of game winners too. Yeah. So I think I'll probably give him at least a B. Is a B plus too high?
A B plus to me. A B plus is a little too high. B plus is a little too high for him. But I think he's definitely within that B range. Without a doubt. Yeah, he's in that B range without a doubt. But yeah, like I said, he's growing into that newer role. And like I said, he's one of those guys you kind of had to take time with. So yeah, I think Barrett's. I'm more patient with Barrett definitely than Randall. I have no patience with Julius Randle because I think like last year we all knew with Julius Randle we were all looking at we all knew with Julius Randle it was gonna kind of be like we'll wait and see what he does next season. We all knew that. You know what I mean?
I did. People would think I was hating on him because I was like, okay, this dude is literally, if you look at his career, he's averaged 17. It's going up. He's averaged 17, 19, then it's going up to 21, then it's dropped right back down to 16, and it's went back up to 18. Like, I'm just saying, like, it's like proof that this is how he does it. Mm-hmm. He improves. He looked like he improves one year, and then right back down to earth. That's just what he is.
Yeah. No, yeah.
Sadly.
I think he'll be traded too by the offseason because I'm hearing a lot of rumors about him being out.
Yeah.
Let's try to speed through these next couple here.
Makes way for Obi Toppin, hopefully. They ain't been doing nothing. They ain't been doing nothing with him.
Don't get me started on him.
And I remember when they first drafted Toppin, I remember thinking, let's push Julius Randle to the back burner. Let's just develop our young guys. Then obviously the surprise happened last year, and it was like, oh, okay, I guess they're actually a good team. So Obi Toppin's good in that role. Now I'm back to, I see flashes of Obi Toppin being this great player, and I'm like, okay, well, let's go back to this develop Obi Toppin.
Hey, my dude, Quinn Grimes been getting some time too. I'm just
give him the. We'll take him. Give him the Atlanta. We'll take him.
Nah,
Quentin been going in. Quentin been hooping, man.
Quentin, I told you, Quentin from Houston. I told people to draft him. They didn't want to listen to me, but hey, it is what it is.
He's a sniper.
He is. I told you.
Let's go Celtics here. I guess they're finding a little bit of a stride. But for those two dudes individually, I've got to give them I've got to give both of them give them both A minuses. I can't look at their numbers and give them anything below that. You know what I mean? They're both.
I say A minus too, bro.
Yeah, I think it's
based off of these past couple of games. Yeah, they've been doing their thing.
Especially Tatum.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of a team thing with Boston. It's not them two. It's the team. It's it's what's around those two that I just don't think is working. You know what I mean? Because like I said it a couple episodes ago. I can't say this duo is not going to work together. I think they don't have the pieces to make them work together. You know what I'm saying? So there's still more building to do around them, but they're like the highest scoring duo in the NBA. So clearly something's going to have to give for them to make something happen as far as building a championship team in the future.
Yeah, point guard.
It's like what we've been asking the Clippers to get a point guard for Kawhi whenever Kawhi and Paul George comes back, because we've seen them on the court together, and for some reason it doesn't seem to mesh as well as it can.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. When you have two scoring wings, you need a point guard. So I give them an A minus too.
I think the Celtics. I think the Celtics could be better if they had comparing the two between the Clippers and the Celtics, they're kind of almost in the same boat.
Yeah.
I think the Celtics could be a little bit better if they actually had like a legit point guard than the Clippers. Just comparing the two.
That's true.
Comparing those two teams.
I don't know. That is oddly true. That is true.
I don't know. I don't think so.
I think based off the other talent Boston has around them, I think they have a slight on the Clippers.
Yeah.
I don't know, because I feel like if they had a point guard just as good as Boston, maybe if they had one, I think the Clippers would be better. If they had a superior point guard just like Boston did, like we want them to have.
Yeah.
Like say if both teams had a legit point guard, who you think would be better? I think the Clippers would be better.
Well, here's the thing.
I think Celtics. They got more coming off the bench, to be honest with you.
That's true. Okay. I thought what Blake's point was the Celtics would be better off by getting a playmaker than the Clippers.
Well, yeah, that too. But I mean, I kind of turned it to really just comparing the two teams.
You're saying if they both had like a playmaker point guard, who'd be better?
Yeah, I think the Celtics.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why I said the Clippers. Yeah, that's what I thought he was asking.
That'd have been a good argument though, because that would have come right back around to who's a better duo: Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, or Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. That's what that argument would have come back.
Well,
to, you know what I mean?
Well, at least I can count on Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown to be healthy.
Yeah, that's two dudes you can't rely on to be healthy at all. You know what I mean? But I see what
Kawhi, Kawhi, he's
load man at state right there.
Right. Okay, let's go Cavs. Let's try to get through some of these quickly. Cavs, I'll go Darius Garland, and let's go
Jared Allen.
A plus.
Darius Garland, Jared Allen.
A plus.
Yep.
A plus and B plus.
Yep. I think I'm saying way as Blake. A plus, B plus for Jared Allen, or A plus for Darius Garland, B plus or A minus for Jared, or from A plus for Darius Garland, A plus or B minus for A minus or B plus for.
I got what you said. Yeah. I probably
take your time.
Right.
I give Jared Allen an A minus.
Okay. Probably. Yeah. About the same range. Those guys have been getting it in.
The fro.
Here's a fun one. Let's go Dallas, and let's go with Kristaps, obviously, and then Luka. So with Luka, people can say what they want to say about Luka this year. I think he made an improvement that no one's really paying attention to, and that's defense. I think Luka's playing much better than we've seen him play. The numbers are really what we expect from him. So for that, I give him like a standard A. I think with Porzingis, I give like the B.
C plus. Oh, I'm about to say C plus.
And the reason I'm giving him a B is because I like how he's being used a little bit more. Mm-hmm. Under kids.
I thought you said D. I was about to say.
Oh no, I ain't gonna do it like that.
No.
I was about to say. I thought
you gotta basically not be on the court. You go get a D.
I give him I'd be like B minus or C plus form, or just put him around that B range, because I do think Porzingis, I like his role a lot better. He's pick and rolling a lot more. He's attacking the rim. I like them having him kind of in that dunker spot area, instead of having him sit on the 3-point line the whole time. And defensively, I think he's been better. You know what I mean? This year, both of those guys have been taking strides in the defensive end. Like it's tough to get the ball around the rim, or ball to the rim around Kristaps right now. And that's why they're such a great defensive team right now as a team. So, I give Luka that A. Then I probably give Kristaps that B. You look at the numbers, And if you look at our past pods, we'll be like, well, you guys have said he's been just at 20 or just under 20 last couple of years. All that's true, but I like the way he's been playing this year. The stats tell everything about Porzingis this season.
I get what you're saying. With some players, you got to look at it two different ways, especially on defense. I give him a B-.
Yeah,
because now I think about it, it has been a lot of players this year that said like his presence at the rim gives them fits when they drive the ball, whatever like that, whether that's guards, forwards, or whatever. So he has been, scaring some people at the rim, I say. So I give him a B-. I give Luka an A.
Yeah,
just based off the effort, because people don't understand. To me, it's like it's not even that if you can or can't play defense, it's effort.
Yep.
At the end of the day, half of defense is effort. Honestly,
that's facts.
So
all these dudes in the NBA can play defense. Not a dude in this league you're getting at.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's effort. It's defense. Most of defense, I'm being honest, it's effort.
Yep, that's facts. A lot of technique too, and a lot of it's as a team, it's communication. From an individual standpoint, is effort. You know what I'm saying? If you're not gonna have a good team defense if there's no communication.
You gotta yell out. You gotta yell out them screens.
All the screens out, boy. A lot of misplays are because guys aren't communicating in the pick and roll or whatever. That's why so many bigs are getting open for these threes because some guy, all of that.
Yep.
So
gotta yell switch. You know what I'm talking about? Switch. I got him.
Switch. Ice. All right, what you got, Blake?
I got they yell ice.
Yeah, ice in the screen.
Sound like LeBron, bro.
LeBron be saying that hell is
I got Luka A, probably Kristaps B-.
Okay. Yeah, pretty much same. Chris Bosh. Let's go with Milwaukee here. For Milwaukee, I mean Giannis is obviously Giannis.
A+, boy. Yeah. A+.
Yeah. Yep. Giannis is gonna be an A. If we want to go by a second guy,
Chris Middleton probably.
Middleton is like a B. I'm putting him right at a B because it's not like he's been better this season than last. There was a point in time where he had like a little bit of a rough stretch, but still doing what you expect him to do. I'm looking at the percentages. They're not all the same, but it's not like he took this major, massive dip shooting wise. They're a little bit worse than last year, but it's not like eye popping. It's not Julius Randle level dip. You know what I'm saying? So I'd give him a B-. Still a really reliable second option, and it's enough for me to trust that this team can make another finals run. So.
Wouldn't it be crazy? Because we was talking about Julius Randle dip. Wouldn't it be crazy if we said last season how Knicks fans would take this if we said Chris Middleton is better than Julius Randle? They would have hated that. They would have lost, bro. They would have lost their mind.
They would have swore that Randle was better than Middleton. They would have.
And I swear, I probably said that for some reason about around last year or something. I don't even know why, but he's better than him.
Yeah,
I thought that last year.
Knicks fans would have killed you for that.
I know. So I just didn't. I was going to make a post about it. I remember like it was like last year. I was going to make a post about it around playoff time, but I decided not to say it because I didn't want to. Yeah. I didn't want to cause fits.
Yeah. So where you getting? You getting Giannis A+?
I'm giving Giannis
A+. Probably. Oh, you talking?
Yeah, no, I was gonna give Giannis an A+, and I was gonna give Chris Middleton a B because he hasn't been like, like you said, he hasn't been what he was last year, but he's not terrible. Like he's still putting up decent numbers.
You still expect him to take over some nights. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Confident.
Close it out sometime.
Facts. Same for you, Blake.
Yeah, Chris Middleton, he'll show up when you need him to.
That's facts. Like like I said, there's nothing right now. I'm like, oh, Middleton may not be as good as they said he was. He may not be an all-star this year.
Say it again.
Middleton may not be as better as they thought he was. Now he may not be an all-star this year. I can see him not being one now because you look at some of these.
Oh, he ain't making. I don't think he's.
Yeah, no. So if you want to, if that's the reason you want to have him like lower than what we have him, then I guess. But he's still Chris Middleton. Let's go Hornets. Let's go LaMelo and Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges gets an A.
LaMelo gets an A too.
Yeah,
for me, A and A.
Yeah. What's surprising though is Miles Bridges you can argue Miles Bridges has been their best player this season. Well, you can argue.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like, I don't know. Yeah, you can definitely argue because it's not like LaMelo. I mean, LaMelo's averaging 20, but it's not like he's averaging 25 or something. So you can definitely argue.
Yeah.
Like Miles Bridges averaging what, 21, 22?
Yep.
Yeah. So you can definitely argue that. From offensive standpoint, as far as just aggression, I think he's better.
That's facts.
As far as just being aggressive on the offensive end, because LaMelo's more of obviously he's like a traditional point guard. So he's not looking to score all the time.
Yeah, that's facts. Both those guys have been amazing, and both of them are going to be all-stars. They better both be all-stars. I think there was a leak the other day. There was a leak that had LaMelo being an all-star. But the question is if Bridges is going to get in there.
I guarantee you they ain't gonna give Bridges All-Star.
Because the reason that can happen is because look how they did Devin Booker last year. Booker was barely an all-star last season.
That's what I'm saying. He was a reserve. Even keeping him LaMelo in the same class with like Anthony Edwards. I don't feel confident Anthony Edwards is going to make it. I really don't.
Really?
He should
play Anthony Edwards.
But I'm thinking about the people who's going to get picked, and I'm just like, will they be like holding stuff against him? He's a second-year player. The team's not that good. Well, the team's decent. They're middle of the pack right now. They're in the standings. They're like 7th. Whatever, but I don't know. I just have a feeling some of these second-year or third-year players don't get. It's unfortunate when people vote against them, because I feel like they hold stuff against them that they can't really, do nothing about.
Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, I see that. This could be the era though for those second-year guys to get into All-Star games, because we looked at Trey. Well, was Trey an All-Star? No, Trey was All-Star in year 3, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so yeah, we'll see what happens. I can definitely see them. I can see Miles Bridges not getting the vote while LaMelo gets the vote. I can definitely see that end up happening. Same goes. I can see a world where Anthony Edwards doesn't get in. So
because think about it, Luka didn't get picked, so that's another person.
Yeah,
you got to pick.
Right, that's true. Oh, that's true. Yeah, there are a lot of dudes. Yeah.
I thought about a lot of dudes. I'm like, okay, Anthony Edwards going to make it. Then I forgot about Luka.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Devin Booker, Chris Paul. See, it's fan favorites. They go pick Chris Paul. Should Chris Paul be an All-Star in my eyes? No, but
what?
Whatever. Yeah, no. You can't. I don't know.
Yeah, he should. Why not?
I think honestly, it's just he just keeps getting in. Like, well, he should have probably, but I think he would get in based off his name. It's just not like.
But it's go ahead. Where if Wiggins is an All-Star, then the argument for Wiggins being an All-Star is the same as the argument for Chris Paul being an All-Star. Because remember, like you said earlier, the Suns are the best team in the NBA.
You know yeah. Okay.
So
yeah. I
see what you're saying. Though. I see what you're saying.
Yeah. I don't know. I just when I'm picking All-Stars, I look at numbers to us. I don't look at numbers for like everything, but I look at it to a certain degree.
Right.
So right. I don't
know. Let's go quick here. Let's go Utah. I know they've been out for a minute, but Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. I don't care what anybody says. Rudy Gobert has been an A+ in the regular season for me over the last couple of years, and we're seeing it right now. This team is literally they're ugly to watch on the defensive end without Rudy in their lineup. I forgot
You ain't lying.
Who they played the other night? The Suns, I think. Or I forgot who it was. It was the Suns, I think, Friday night or whatever, and they just looked terrific on the defensive end. So just for that, you can say what you want about Rudy in the playoffs, but for the reason he's so impactful on that end, I'm giving him an A+. Mitchell, yeah,
you ain't lying. I'll be honest with you. I watched them the other night. I watched them 2 weeks ago when they ain't had Rudy Gobert. Whenever they did, and it looked bad.
Yeah, they look really bad.
Y'all think they're gonna be good in the playoffs?
No.
Hopefully, I think so, because I think now we're seeing more of those small ball lineups with Rudy Gay and Eric Pascal out there. And I got to go look at the defensive numbers they put up when they're out there together. But they have more versatility in their lineup. You know what I mean?
Blake, define good. Like, right. What do you mean?
Conference finals?
Oh, hell no. No,
I can see them making a conference finals run. We'll see.
Second round at most, because when I'm trying to make a comparison. When it comes down to the nitty-gritty, they'll mess something up.
The nitty-gritty. Wow.
Yeah.
If they're able to stay consistent offensively, because I really don't think Phoenix is going to.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
That's the thing, though. I'm not confident in believing that they can stay efficient on offense.
And I'm more confident in their defensive abilities if they're healthy, because I don't see Phoenix running a bunch of small ball lineups at them. Now, that the Golden States and all those, that's a different story. But we'll really see what happens. But I think they could.
Will they struggle? I mean, they should beat the Nuggets, but I'm not confident they will. I'm being honest.
Nuggets could pull off an upset in the series.
They should beat them. Because obviously on paper they're better, but
yeah. So I give Rudy the A, then I give Mitchell I give Mitchell a B.
Plus.
Give him a B. I give him a B. B minus, somewhere around that range.
Okay.
What about
he'd have been hurt a little bit.
Yeah, and also too.
I'll give Mitchell. I'll give both of them B's, to be honest.
Damn, you still gonna give Rudy the B?
Yeah, I'm gonna give Rudy an A, because I thought about what Todd said, and I looked at some of the games. They have been terrible without him, but.
Oh yeah, okay, A-.
You gotta give A-. Yeah, you think about it, you gotta give him A. But with Donovan Mitchell, is he gonna make an All-Star team?
No,
He's averaging 25, but he hasn't been playing.
He hasn't been playing over the last couple. Has he not played enough to not be an All-Star? Is the question. I think he may be voted.
That's what I'm saying, bro. That's why I said the stuff with Anthony Edwards. It's so many guards and like it's just so many people that we forget about.
Yeah.
That I don't know if he's going to sneak in there.
Yeah. Because same thing.
Hell, I don't know. Carl Anthony Towns is go get in.
Same thing goes for Rudy. Will Rudy be an all-star? Has he been unhealthy enough to not be one? So
I don't know.
Because I think, but based off his play, he is. But like I said, the availability thing.
I know Anthony Davis probably not gonna be.
That's facts. Just off availability. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so both giving those guys in the AB range. Let's go zoom through these next. Clippers, we're just gonna go Reggie Jackson because we'll go Reggie Jackson. We'll just go him.
B. Yeah, honestly.
B. He's having a great year. It's
B plus. B plus.
It's cool to see dudes around the bottom half of their career play like this. So it's really neat seeing this. So we'll give him.
I'm gonna get a Reggie Jackson jersey. That's my
real?
favorite player. No, I'm just playing.
You're gonna walk around with him. People are gonna be like, "Wait, who's Jackson?"
Who is that? Who is that?
Timberwolves, Cat and Ant. I'm giving both these guys A's.
A's.
Yeah.
A plus.
Yeah. Only reason I'm not giving Ant an A plus maybe is the efficiency thing, but he's a young scorer.
Oh, he's a youngster. It don't matter.
Oh, youngster. Yeah.
Yeah, youngster.
Let's go Memphis and let's go with Ja, and I'll still call Jaren Jackson their second best player. Ja's an A plus.
Both A. It's A plus is easy.
Yeah. Jaren may not be an A plus for me, but he'll be an A minus or a B plus. I think offensively, there's still some things I want to see from him, but defensively is what's really tipping the scale for him because he's definitely a candidate for all defense this season without a doubt.
That push shot he be shooting be going in. I don't know how.
Yeah,
but since he's like 6'7", 6'8", he can get away with it because you're 6'8". So
how tall is Jaren Jackson? Jaren Jackson.
He has to be 6'8".
He's 6'11".
Oh, he's 6'11"?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. That's why he get away with it then. But yeah, it goes in. So I'm gonna
get away with that. If you like a forward or a 2, you ain't getting away with that.
Oh no, if you're a guard, you're not getting that shot off. But yeah, I give him an A minus.
Yeah, like Valanciunas is one of the ugliest shooting forms in the NBA, but they go in.
Yeah.
Terrible.
It's at a high point though. If you think about it, he shoots at a high point, so he really can't block it.
Yeah. Spurs. Interesting thing here. DeJounte Murray and Keldon Johnson.
DeJounte Murray averaging 19, 8, and 9, A plus.
Yeah, I'm giving DeJounte an A plus too. I'm giving Keldon Johnson. He's not done anything to make me think, he's gonna be like I think he has an all-star future, but isn't anything major I'm seeing from him. But the 3-point shooting is what I really like that he's improving on. You know what I mean? He's up in his offensive game. He's a B. He's a standard B, but I'm really a big fan of the 3-point progression. He went from like the 30s to the 40s.
Yeah, maybe use him as a stretch forward sometimes. I give him. He averaging 16. I give him B plus. Yeah, probably. He's my bad. He's what I call like a tweener. Like they have tried to play him at power forward, but I think his best position is small forward.
Yeah,
he's a tweener.
Yeah, some lineups are 2 because, like I said, I'm really happy.
Yeah. He's played guard before. Yeah.
Kentucky guy too.
Oh yeah, he is. Yeah, I don't remember him at Kentucky though. That's the funny thing. I swear.
He was tough as
Keldon Johnson.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Yeah.
What are you giving DeJounte and Keldon Johnson, Blake?
DeJounte A plus, easy. And then Keldon maybe like a B, straight B, I think.
Yeah, I think I'm around the
same. B minus or B.
Yeah. Nothing really crazy, but I like the 3-point progression I've seen from him.
Yeah.
All right, we're gonna try to get through these as fast as possible. Denver's one guy because they don't really have a second option.
A plus.
Jokic A plus.
A plus.
I'm gonna give him a D. I'm gonna give him a D.
Oh, for real?
I'm giving him a. I'm giving
Cut this episode.
Right. Okay, here's a fun one. Wizards. I'll just go one. I'll go
whole team.
Guy. I'm gonna
whole
go
team.
One. Yeah.
Whole team mid. No, but
just go Brad Beal because we don't really have. I don't know who our second best player is.
Brad Beal probably like a B. Probably B plus or A minus.
I give Beal like a B, bro, because his numbers dipped and there are a couple nights where he's not.
Me too.
Yeah.
I kind of said I don't see him because we never saw a person average 33 years in a row, right? Have we?
We've seen someone do it, but it's elite company. It's really
I just didn't think he was gonna be able to average 30 again. I mean, it's not crazy to think because he did 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
So it's not like but I give him a B based off like you said the numbers kind of drop. Because when you average 30 a year, we expect you to average near that. It's crazy, but
I would have been fine with like 20. Let me go look at his numbers again. But
I would have been fine with 26, honestly. 27 actually.
So the numbers 23 a game.
Damn,
3-point shooting is 30. 3-point shooting is 30%.
That's bad for him.
I may give him a B minus. I may give him a B minus just because of that.
He didn't get C plus. Might be. I don't know.
Maybe.
That's you just named off 30%, 23. That's a 7-point drop off.
That's rough. Let's go Hawks. I go Hawks, and I'll name
Ice Tray.
Ice Tray, obviously an A. Ice Tray is obviously an A.
A.
Yeah. John Collins. I give
B
Collins a
minus.
B. Yeah.
Yeah, B minus.
I give him a B.
B minus probably.
Yeah, I mean, he hasn't really improved that much from this year, but he's still doing what John Collins does. The numbers are great: 17 a game, 54% shooting, 41% from three, 8 rebounds, 2 assists. Those are great numbers. I give him a B.
Okay. Yeah, B.
Because maybe I think some could expect him to make an all-star leap this year. You know what I mean? I think judging off what they did in the season last year and getting to the Eastern Conference Finals, I think he's got all-star potential and all-star talent. I could see him at some point. I could see him getting 20 a game this season without a doubt, making that leap, but he just hasn't. So he's still a B, but it's been nothing spectacular, nor has it been anything bad. So I give him a B.
Yeah. Yo, Hawks been hot, Blake. They still ain't in playoffs.
Yeah, they still not in playoffs though.
Yeah, won all them games. You talking about the Lakers? You all won all them games, and you
still
y'all
ninth place. Yeah, we not too far off you all.
Yeah, we playing though. We playing. Go ahead, Ty.
Y'all have a better record than the Lakers, Blake?
I think so.
Let me go.
I don't know. Let me check. Yeah. You go ahead though. I'm gonna check real quick. I don't want to hold you up.
There's a couple of these things I want to skip because I don't even want to talk about like the Blazers and the Pelicans. So we'll just skip. I mean,
Blazers not worthy. Yeah. Pelicans not worthy either.
I'll give Brandon Ingram. I'm gonna shout Brandon Ingram. Let me give Brandon Ingram like an A.
Brandon Ingram can be that one.
Yeah.
Brandon Ingram can be that one dude. If somebody gets hurt, he can get another All-Star appearance.
Yeah.
But I don't see that happening just because people look at how bad the team is. So he's probably not going to get one.
Free Brandon Ingram because he needs to be on a contender soon because he's way too talented.
Yeah, but like yo Hawks, we have more losses. So we have about the same record. We're 24 and 26. Yeah. You all are 23 and 25. So same winning percentage if you look at the losses and wins, vice versa. So
let's go Kings. Let's go with this backcourt of Halliburton and Fox. I'm giving Halliburton. I'm giving him like a B plus.
Yeah.
B plus.
Yeah.
Fox B plus too.
Yeah. And we kind of know. I mean, they say it's not, but I know this is maybe the end of the road with him in Sacramento. They say it's not, but I don't believe it.
It should be. Yeah. It should be. I trade him. Yeah, you want Russ?
The 3-point did been rough for him too. He went from 32% last year to 25% for three. That's rough.
Who? Fox?
Yeah.
Man, but that's what losing to do to you make you regress. I don't know. So
he lost two assists too.
Yeah, that's Sacramento. They ain't him. I'm telling you.
Right. Get Fox on a contender too. These guys are too. Him and Brandon Ingram are way too talented.
Get him on the Lakers.
Yeah.
Aaron Fox.
I want to skip Indy because I have nothing to say about Indiana. Let's go with Houston and let's go Christian Wood and KPJ. I'm giving KPJ a C.
I'm giving both of them a C.
Christian Wood a C.
I'm
gonna give KPJ a C minus. I'm gonna give Christian Wood a B minus.
Yeah,
I give him a B. I say B and C, but they haven't been showing you too much, to be honest with you. Let me look at this stuff.
I mean, Wood is 18.
Yeah, I'll probably say B and C.
Yeah, Wood is 18 and 10. He did dip from 21 a game last year to like this 18-point mark right now, but he's shooting it at a very high percentage. The 10 rebounds are there. I think that's a career high for rebounds for him. I'd give Christian Wood like a B. I think I'm in that B range. And in KPJ, just because I think there's still been a ton of developmental issues, I'd give him put him around that C range.
Yeah. I didn't know. I forgot the other day he went to USC. I kind of forgot. I remember him watching him though in college.
I forgot he was in Cleveland. That's what I forgot.
Yeah. I think I know why we forgot about it. What happened? That was kind of funny.
I forgot he was in the league.
I ain't gonna say that. But
Jalen Green gets a D. Let's go to the Pistons now.
Minus.
I was trying to piss Blake off. Let's go to the Pistons.
Oh no.
Let's go to the Pistons and let's just go with let's go Cade and Sadiq Bey. I'm giving Cade.
Cade is literally the only person that warrants a grade.
The Sadiq Bey warrants. I mean, he's
been pretty. I would give Sadiq Bey probably between. He's averaging 16, C plus B minus range.
That's where I'm at with him because it's the efficiency. But
in between, yeah, he's shooting 38%. That's when you're shooting 38% and you're averaging 16. To me, that's basically like averaging 12 points.
Yeah,
because of the percentages is kind of bad. So you're taking a lot of shots and you're not making a lot of them.
I will say I like how he's growing into this role. I thought he was just going to become this stretch. I mean, but maybe that's because when some people saw him going to Golden State, we kind of saw him as this 3-and-D guy, but then you kind of forget, when he was at Villanova, he did a little bit more shot creation. You know what I mean? So he's showing that off this season. You know, there are times where they kind of go to him to create a look or whatever. He has good in-between game if he really, fills it all out. So I give Saddiq Bey what Carl gave him, which is like a C+, B-, just because of the efficiency.
If we need to create a grade in between C+ and B-, call it. Right. I don't even know.
Yeah, we got so many guys in that range right now. That may be your most common grade.
Yeah.
OKC, Lou Dort and SGA. I'm going.
I'll say Shea probably A.
Lou Dort.
And Lou Dort
B+.
Yeah.
B+. Defense wins.
Yeah. And also he's matched it with some offense. I never saw him being this good on the offensive end. I mean, he's not great, but I never saw him being like a reliable option on the offensive end ever.
Forget he was locking James Harden up for a point in time. I mean, he was really locking him up.
Like, that's almost 2 years ago.
I'm not exaggerating it. He was like legitimately locking him up on like some plays.
Y'all don't realize we were on the Lou Dort train before the bubble. I don't know if y'all remember that. We were hip on Lou Dort before
I think we were. Yeah.
All right. Last team here. The Orlando Magic. Let's go Cole Anthony and Franz Wagner. I'm gonna give Franz Wagner an A-. Rookie of the Year candidate.
I'll give Cole Anthony an A. I'll say both A's.
I go Cole Anthony probably a B+, maybe because of the efficiency. The
efficiency. UNC. I see C. Blake there. Kentucky boys don't like the UNC boy. I'm telling you. He has some against all seriously, I'd probably give him a B+ too. Yeah. Because the efficiency is like kind of down.
Yeah. But he's a young scoring point guard, so he'll get there one day.
He's in the dunk contest too, actually. So.
He is. Oh, you did.
Yeah, he put himself in it. I don't know if it works like that when you put yourself in it. I don't know if they're gonna like accept it, but if they accept it, he's gonna be in it.
Yeah, he'll be interested to see the dunk contest because I don't remember. I've never seen him ever do. He may have done it in high school. I don't really remember.
He can jump, but as far as doing like acrobatic like type of dunks, I don't know if he's gonna fit with the competition.
Yeah,
who should be Miles Bridges should go in it. Ja Morant should do it.
Yeah,
but.
Yeah, it was already. Ja ain't gonna do it, but that's a damn.
He not.
Oh, he may. He's his all-star starter this year, so who knows?
I don't know.
He may be feeling a little lucky.
I never understand why certain people you want to see do dunk contests. They never did. Yeah. I think we know what we're talking about. I'm not gonna mention his name.
Talking about King James,
LeBron James.
He just said he ain't no dunker though. I understand that. It makes sense because a lot of people don't. He is just a power dunker. We've been honest.
You said he's scared.
Yeah, he ain't scared. I know. I don't think he's really like a finesse dunker kind of.
Yeah, he just power.
Power dunkers low key could win him though.
Power dunkers to me are better than finesse dunkers because I like hearing the damn back of the backboard just boom.
Like Bridges is a power dunker and a finesse dunker. Bridges is like
he got both of them.
Yep. All right. That does it for our episode today. Guys, don't forget to download new episodes on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Sub to us on YouTube, and we will see you guys on Thursday evening with episode number 50, I believe.
Yes, sir.
Go Rams. Go Rams. 3 hours. Win. Yes, they don't win. I ain't coming back.
Chiefs on right now. I'm going there and watch the game.
Let's tap in.
All right.
Yes, sir.